Thank you, everybody, for being here. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for the fourth and final session in our series of Schoology for Families webinars. This evening's session and all of our webinars are being recorded and added to the Schoology for Families webinar series playlist. Those are being published on my YouTube channel. My name is Mike Hladio. My current title is K-12 Technology Coordinator. But an easier way to understand my position is to think of me as the district technology coach. Before moving into this role in the fall of 2020, I taught 8th grade language arts at Jefferson Middle School for 19 years. So while I am primarily, at the moment, focused on instructional technology and supporting teachers, students, our community, and our staff, I am first and foremost a teacher. Joining me today are two of our building technology coaches. Brian Austin is a classroom teacher who supports colleagues in his home building at Jefferson Elementary, and Bridget Bellardi is the librarian and technology coach at Foster. You may not see or hear from them, but they will be facilitating the Q&A forum this evening. For those of you who are joining us live, if you have any questions at any point pertaining to this evening's focus, you can post that question using the Q&A tool at any time. Our coaches will either answer directly in the Q&A forum, or more likely they will flag your question as one that we should answer live. We should have more than enough time at the end of our webinar to field any related questions. Now, before moving into this evening's content, I want to make sure that families are aware of some of the support tools and procedures that will be available throughout the school year. If while engaging with Schoology, you have questions about your students' academic progress, please be sure to contact that classroom teacher. If you need to update your account information, for example, if you'd like to update your email address, please reach out to your school building secretary who manages that information. If you require assistance that is specific to Schoology, the district has posted some helpful resources through mtlsd.org. If Schoology is not functioning as intended and you are seeking more specific help, the email address schoologysupport@mtlsd.net will send a message to a qualified group of support staff, myself included, who can point you in the right direction. Finally, if you are ever in need of specific assistance with Schoology navigation, or if you have any questions about the platform in general, you can always contact me at mhladio@mtlsd.net. Many of these resources, as well as Schoology's own support documentation, can be accessed through the support link, which can be found at the bottom of your Schoology page. I'd also like to remind families about our Family Guide to Schoology course. This is a self-paced course that walks families through Schoology navigation, tools, and district usage expectations. To get started with this course, please reach out to me or to your building secretary for access. Now, for tonight's primary content, the Schoology Mobile App. A few notes before we begin. I've tried to utilize materials and examples that speak to both Android and iOS platforms whenever possible. But there may be examples, screenshots, or animations where only the iOS layout is displayed. Schoology's support page offers more detailed information with examples from both platforms. In addition, there are elements of the mobile experience that replicate the experience on a desktop or laptop computer. For more details and information about the Schoology desktop platform, please see the recordings of our previous webinars or the content in the Family Guide to Schoology course, or reach out to Schoology Support at mtlsd.net. Finally, the Schoology mobile app can be very helpful, but it also has imperfections, and there is certainly opportunity for the app to improve. To provide that feedback directly to Schoology, please consider joining the PowerSchool community to offer feedback and to vote up and comment on existing feature requests. Your mobile platform app store also offers the ability to review individual apps. For a more localized approach, I am in regular contact with the Schoology product team for feedback and support. Your feedback can become part of that conversation by emailing Schoology Support or by reaching out to your PTA leadership, with whom I also meet regularly. With that in mind, let's get started. First of all, how to find the mobile app. Through the App Store on your device, search for and find the Schoology app, then download it for free. The developer listed as of January 2023 should be Schoology Incorporated. If you need assistance with this process, please contact Schoology Support at mtlsd.net. Family accounts for Schoology are set up by the Mount Lebanon School District. Once configured, family members will be able to access those accounts directly using the mobile app. After opening the Schoology mobile app on your device, tap the button labeled Sign In with My Account. It is important to note that just as with the Schoology website, the student sign-in process is different from the steps that family members take to access Schoology. Enter the same email address and password that you use to access Schoology from your desktop. Then tap Sign In. Once you sign in, and each subsequent time you open the Schoology app, you will land on the home screen for your family account. This means that you are viewing Schoology as a family member, not as a student. Through the desktop version of Schoology, family members can configure preferences for initially landing on their view-only student access or your own family account. Unfortunately, these settings do not carry over into the mobile app. Regardless, family members should initially land on the Recent Activity page. This is our district default setting and the recommended homepage for family members, students, and staff. This will display updates and other activity from the schools, courses, and groups to which you belong. This includes the district Schoology page and any schools in which your students are enrolled. Once we've signed in, what are some of the navigation tools within the Schoology app? At the bottom of your home screen, you will find 3 buttons that will provide access to 3 main areas in your family account. This navigation bar will allow quick access to the activity feed, the course dashboard, and the calendar. Clicking this icon will return you to the recent activity feed, where you will be able to find updates from all of the schools, groups, and courses to which you belong yourself. This includes the district Schoology page and any schools in which your students are enrolled. If there are active links within an update, tap those links to go to those resources. The next most useful icon for families will bring you to your calendar. Here, you will find upcoming events from all of the groups, courses, and perhaps most importantly, schools to which you are connected. This includes the district Schoology page and any schools in which your students are enrolled. Tap any event to be taken to available event details. The middle button will take family members to their course dashboard. If you are looking for mobile access to the Family Guide to Schoology course, or any other courses in which you, as a family member, are enrolled, this menu can take you there. By clicking the 3 lines in the top left corner of the Schoology app, family members can open the navigation menu. This navigation menu allows family members to move between each of the various important areas in Schoology. Let's review those navigation items that are likely to be most useful to family members. Tap Notifications to see notifications related to your own Schoology activity. Tapping the Home button will return family members to their own home screen, where you can view your own recent activity and calendar. The Courses button will take you to any courses for which you are a member. For instance, the Family Guide to Schoology course. Tap Calendar to view upcoming events in your family account calendar. View upcoming events from all of the groups, courses, and perhaps most importantly, schools to which you are connected. This includes the district Schoology page and any schools in which your students are enrolled. Most of your family account settings can be adjusted from within the Schoology app. So far, all of the features and navigation we have demonstrated deal with each family member's own Schoology account. While this can be greatly beneficial, most family members hope to utilize the Schoology app to monitor their students' coursework. For more information about what view-only access in Schoology provides on a desktop, please see our previous webinar recordings. Try the Family Guide to Schoology course or contact Schoology Support at mtlsd.net. But now, let's turn our attention to the view-only access that parents have through the Schoology Mobile App. By tapping My Children, family members can view the courses, groups, and secondary grades for their students. The My Children area on the Schoology app uses a web view. Essentially, this is a smaller view of the web version of Schoology displayed within the mobile app. As a result, family members can access most of the information that is also available through the desktop version of Schoology. For additional information about view-only access to your students, please see our webinar recording, Viewing Courses. What if you have more than one student in the district? Once you are in the My Children view, switching from one of your students to viewing as another is just a few taps away. From the My Children view, tap the word More for additional options. From there, you'll see several additional options, including the name of the student whose activity you are currently viewing. Tap that student's name to reveal a selection list of all of your students in Schoology. To switch to another student, just tap the student name that you would like to view. The More button in the My Children view can also lead to other helpful information. From the More menu, family members can access the student's calendar. Family members can switch between monthly, weekly, or daily agenda views. Keep in mind that family members are only able to see one student calendar at a time. By tapping on an individual calendar event, family members can open a detailed view, which includes a link to navigate directly to the related course. Also in the More menu, family members can access a student grade report. In Mount Lebanon, grades are only visible in our secondary schools. By tapping Grades and then Grade Report, family members can access a detailed grade report, which breaks down performance by grading category and includes individual item scores, teacher comments, and an overall grade. One of the most common questions in the early stages of our transition to Schoology was how to view all of a student's courses and grades in one screen. For families with students in secondary schools, this view is most useful for checking on a student's overall progress in one screen. Schoology provides this opportunity. When initially accessing the My Children view in the Schoology app, family members can switch between the student activity and enrollments view on the home page. Through the student activity page, family members can view updates from that student's school, as well as updates from all courses and groups in which that student is enrolled. Family members can also see a log of activity, such as recent assignment submissions and comments. A summary of upcoming assignments and events, as well as overdue assignments, is listed as well. By switching to the enrollments screen, family members can view a list of all of the courses in which the student is enrolled. If this is a secondary student, an overall grade for the current grading period should be displayed next to the course title. Tapping that course title will take family members directly to the course itself, where family members have view-only access. Push notifications can be enabled through your device, just as you would enable push notifications for other apps. Once you sign into Schoology using the mobile app and allow push notifications, those notifications can be managed from the Schoology Mobile App or from the desktop browser. For more information about Schoology notifications and the information that is available, please see our webinar on communication and notifications. From the Account Settings option in the navigation menu, family members can manage notifications related directly to that family account. These notifications are not associated with the activity of your students, but rather with activity associated with those schools, courses, and groups to which you are directly connected as a family member. While these notifications may not directly impact most of our families, there is one push notification that is highly recommended. By enabling email and push notifications for school updates, family members will be notified whenever the school principal or other designated staff member posts an update on the school page. This setting covers updates from the district Schoology page and any schools in which your students are enrolled. As we continue to grow in our use of Schoology, principals and district leaders will share information using school updates. Updates containing newly published newsletters, adjusted schedules, traffic updates, evening events, and more will be shared using the Schoology platform. To manage notifications that are directly connected to the activity of your students, go to the My Children view. From the My Children view, settings related to notifications concerning student activity can be modified in the same fashion as on the desktop browser. After tapping More and the name of the student currently being displayed, scroll down and tap Settings. Once you tap Settings, you will be able to customize two critical notifications for family members. From the Notifications menu, family members can opt in to a weekly digest email delivered at the day and time of that family member's choosing. Family members can also opt for a daily email to be sent at a specified time. Whichever you choose, it is recommended that family members set up an email digest for your students. If you have multiple students in the district, configuring email digest notifications for one student automatically carries over to your other students, pulling together the information for all of your students into one communication. If at any point you need assistance with this, please reach out to schoologysupport@mtlsd.net. Here, family members can also choose to receive an automated email notification when an assignment is past due. It is recommended that family members enable overdue email notifications. Again, if you have multiple students in the district, enabling overdue notifications for one student automatically does so for your other students as well. This will email notifications only for assignments that are collected digitally. Please remember that Schoology is a new initiative for our district. Teachers are continuing to learn how to use Schoology, including setting up assignments so that these notifications are as useful and effective as possible. If you receive overdue messages that appear to be an error, please consider reaching out to the classroom teacher, the building principal, or to me. Your patience and thoughtful feedback is appreciated. For more information about these notifications, please see the recording of our previous webinar focused on communication and notifications. So that is the conclusion of the information I wanted to share with everyone this evening. Much of this information and more is accessible through our Family Guide to Schoology course. To get started with that course, please reach out to me or to your building secretary for access. Please remember that support resources can be accessed through the support link at the bottom of your Schoology page. If you require any assistance specific to Schoology, the district has some helpful resources and contact information through mtlsd.org. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Have a good night.